everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great year so far. I know we are almost 3 months into it, and I know I haven't been posting as frequently as I was going to. I got a new job, plus some family stuff has been needed to be taken care of, so that's of course my top priority right now. But I finally got my editing software to work with me, so what I am going to do is I am going to attempt to do a TBR for March with you guys. I was going to do this yesterday, but some family stuff happened. You're not seeing a webcam right now because the webcam kind of sucks. Plus, I have a very, very, very small screen, and I kind of don't want to F with it while I am recording at the moment because I don't have my dual screen set up. I am on a laptop. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a wrap-up, but in case those of you people did not watch it, at the beginning of the year, I rolled for all the games I had saved and that I wanted to play, and the game of TBR popped up for this year, so that's the primary game that I'm really focusing on, or I'm trying to focus on. So this is the last one that I had read for it, where the star is. And that was one of the book cards, which again you will see on the wrap-up if you did watch it. So we're going to start there, just like I did last year. We're going to start here because I didn't continue on where I didn't complete all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice here, and got a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Hold on. 7, 8, 9. NPR challenge. Alright, so I can't find out what the NPR challenge is. So I'm gonna go, bit of a stretch, with a challenge of doing a wheel spin, and I'm going to limit it to books that are here physically with me because I'm actually not at my house. So I'm going to go find... I keep doing that. I don't mean to. I'm going to go get the list of books that I physically own that are here with me, and I'm going to go do a wheel spin, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here I have my wheel of all the books that are just physically at the house I am at. These is going to include library books and books that I own, actually. I decided to do that because it gave me more of a pull. The only ones I did not include were ebooks, because I have a crap ton of that, and I just did not feel like making this wheel massively large, so I just did my physical TBR. Please forgive my phone for going off. Have a lot of stuff going on with, like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on with family, so I am keeping an eye on what's going on with my family right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel for... It was the NPR challenge. I am making it a wheel challenge, because I don't know what she meant by NPR. And it is Together We Burn. This is a book that I technically did start prior to, or have already started, but I have not finished it, and I am allowing myself the... to be able to complete the different ones. Alright, there we go. So there's the first one, Together We Burn, for the wheel challenge. Alright, and that was right here. So now we're going to do 1 through 5, we'll go top. 6 through 10, we will go bottom. So let's roll. Yeah, I have my volume up, okay. 2, so now we're actually going to roll... No! Fracker. Alright, so we're going up top, and we're going to buy a thrift book. So this means I'm going to have to go to a thrift store and buy a book, which I do not mind doing. It might take me a little while to do that one. We are here. 3. 1, 2, 3. A book card. Let me pull those up. Alright, so these are the book cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go. It's number 6. Actually, no. So, newest on TBR. Fritz, leave it alone. Sorry, I am taking care of my grandmother's dogs while I'm here, so If you hear me talking to the dogs, that's what's going on. We're going to go to want to read. Let me make this larger here. All right, then we're going to go to date added. And that's going to be, I've added 1, 2, 3 today. I've added the Warlords, One Cursed Rose, and Scotland's Medieval Queens. So what I'm going to do, let's do this. Number 2, so we're going to do One Cursed Rose by Rebecca Zanetti. One Cursed Rose. And now back to this. There we go. And we are here. So let's roll again. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. By a thrift book. Lower? Is that what that says? That doesn't say lower. So I have to buy another thrift book, is essentially what that is. I will do a vlog where I do that with you guys, because I'm actually going to be trying to get more into vlogging. So we're going to roll again. We are here. I'm going to need to move this over. I can already tell. Do I need to? Nope, we're good there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +1 or -1. Respin. Move forward. +1 or -1. So what I'm going to do, so we're going to do this 1 through 5. We're going to -1 from our TBR. 6 through 10, we're going to +1 to our TBR. So I could have 7, I could have 4. We're going to do 7 books. So I need to find a book and add it to my TBR. And then I get to respin and move forward. So I have to add 2 books for this? Question mark? Yes? Yes. I think that's what that means. Pick my wheel here, and I'm going to spin again. Yes, Together We Burn is still on there, but I'll just re-roll if I get it again. Chances are I won't. Book of Night. And there we go. And now we're going to do the respin. We are here. 10. Now I need go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Death roll chooses. Son of a biscuit. Alright. So that means I just roll this. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this. I'm going to utilize this here. I'm going to roll this, because each one of these typically matches a color up here. And then I'm going to find the lowest rated book with that genre. Or the diversity. I don't know yet. So we're going to roll, and it's a 3. 3 is either adult fiction or South American representation. Alright, so I need either adult fiction or South American representation. Wow. We could do this. Cocker on the Porch, a romance short story. Not a lot of... There's only been 1 review, and it was a 1-star rating. So Cocker on the Porch is an adult fiction. It is a 1 star, so that makes me very nervous. I did get it for free through Amazon. And last, but certainly not least, let me get back to my thing here. There we go. We're going to roll again. We are here, so we're going to go this way, and we're going to roll once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. NPR year. So Alright, so I found a random year generator instead of going through my Goodreads, because there are so many apparently that have unknown. So I am going to hit... Nope, that's not what I want. Darn it. Alright, so we're going to hit 5 years. We're going to change this to 1980. And then we are going to... Actually, no, we're going to do random. So we're going to... Am I just going to go down the thing? 1983. So give me a second here to... I am trying to limit it to books that are already on my TBR. I do not want to make this TBR any longer than it already is. All right, so we have a few options here actually from 1983. The first one that popped up was The Last Boleyn by Karen Harper, Dollhouse Murders by Betty Wren Wright, The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty by A.N. Roker, I think that's pronounced, Irish Folk and Fairy Tales Omnibus Edition, that would take a while, by Michael Scott, The Sleeping Dragon, by Joel Rosenberg, Spellslinger by Alan Foster Dean, Pet Cemetery by Stephen King, The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett, and that's the last one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go here. 1 through 8. Number 1. So that's not what I want. Right here. So The Last Boleyn by Karen Harper. This is a historical fiction. So I think this is supposed to be, about Mary. There we go. All right, so that is the TBR for March. I do have 2 books I have to go and get, which I'm actually about to be going out with my mother for lunch. So maybe we'll hit up a thrift store while we're there and I can get 2 books. Like I said, I am going to be doing more vlogs. I'm going to be starting that on Sunday because I do have a thing for myself that I'm going to be trying to do. So I'm really excited for that. TBR Trek is another game that I am doing. It is until the game is done, typically. I have 3 books that I have to do for it. Why are you not bold? The first one is it had to be a translated book, so I chose the first book in the Witcher series, Blood of Elves. The next one had to be set outside my country. Me Before You takes place in the UK. I live in America. And then the first one on my YouTube scrolling, I guess we could say. And funny enough, the first video I actually got was from an opposing team member, A-Star Reads, and she had just posted a video about, I can't remember because I haven't actually watched the whole video, but the first book on it is The Frozen River. So thank you, Amy, for the read of The Frozen River. TBR spin. I haven't done the spin yet for this month. That won't be until the 28th, which is tomorrow. So I won't know what this is until then. Fable, they actually haven't changed the book yet, which I'm very surprised. I did not get to read this one, though, as you saw in the wrap-up. So I will be updating this once I know what it is. Buzzword readathon. March has to be this or that. All right, so here we are. We are signed in. I'm going to go to this and that. We're going to see if there's anything on my TBR. Ooh, right here. The Knight and the Moth. Terror at the Gates. I'm liking this top one, which is The Knight and the Moth, but give me a second to look to see what else we got. Not much. Oh, to read. But that's a 3rd book in the trilogy, and I have not even read the first 2. I guess and counts. The beauty of it is that you don't actually have to read these books only in the month that the buzzword is. So Me Before You, I actually read in February, even though it was March's book, or January's book. And you could technically pick whichever, but so I'm going to go back up to, actually do this, to this here. We are going to refresh those, because actually, The Dark Queens, the bloody rivalry that forged the medieval world. I'm going to see. I don't even know if I can get that from the library. Can I get that from the library? Let's see. Because that would be amazing. Alright. So this will be the one I use. So yeah, medieval history is... For me, it is... I don't romanticize it. It's like it was an extremely brutal time to live. But it is such an interesting part of history. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Yes, it is. It is such an interesting part of our history. There we go. I love that. That is amazing. All right, so the next one is going to be the cover challenge, which I have right here. And it's going to be cover featuring movement. So something or someone moving in the image. or some sort of action is highlighted, like people dancing, running, things like that. So let's see, here we go. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. The Bridge Kingdom was one that I really wanted to read. Where on that do you see something moving? I guess maybe one of the other one of the other covers. Some of these I don't even remember adding to my TBR. Not gonna lie. I really don't. There we go. Okay. And there we go. So we have Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now, the next one I should be doing is Adventures in Eldia, but I haven't read February's book. I'm going to go ahead and pick a book. All right, so in January, we had to find... this one says book published in 2024, but we had changed it to 2025. January, we picked a direction. March, Off to an Adventure. So we're at 2A, because I picked North. So I can either go to 3A or 3D. So I can either drink from a well or inspect a well. I'm going to inspect it because you find an ornate well. It seems to have some charms and etchings in the stone. Stay a while and inspect it. Read a thriller. I have to find a thriller. Alright, so the one I chose is one that I'm actually really wanting to reread. I've read it before, but I believe it as a soft DNF, which is Angels and Demons. This apparently does count as a thriller. I found that pretty interesting, and it does kind of match like where I left off. So I'm going to go ahead and reread Angels and Demons, or an attempt to actually complete Angels and Demons. For Series Takedown, the one that I had rolled for it was Physical TBR, and I'm currently reading it, which is To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. Since I haven't finished it, I won't be rolling for a new one, but it looks like I'll actually be finishing this maybe by June, give or take. Reader's Gauntlet, I am still doing by the hundreds. So this is the other one that I need to do. Alright, so let me pull up the game board for this really quick. Alrighty, so here is our map. We left off at Romance Hall, I think it said. So let me find that. Romance Hall, right here. So let me pull out my dice roller. We're going to get that one off. We're going to do a 6-sided die, and it is a number 3. So we're going to follow the thing here. 1, 2, 3. Corporate Affairs Hall. So the prompt for the Corporate Affairs Hall is please keep HR out this time. It is to read a contemporary office romance. So Allie Hazelwood actually has a lot of stuff that is very STEM, like a lot of women in STEM, a lot of romances in STEM. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name, guys. I really am not. Let's do this. Let's do Love on the Brain. And... alright. And now we have Corporate Affairs Hall with Love on the Brain. Now we're going to do dice roller again. We got a 6. We're here. So 1, 2, 3. No, we've already done the registrar's office, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And so 4, 5. Fritz. And 6. The Crying Room. The Crying Room is to read a romance that made or will make you cry or emotionally spiral. Alright, so the one I got for the Crying Room, it's supposed to be emotional, supposed to really, pull out the tear strings, is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And now, for the final roll, we're going to 1 and 2. I already have that on there. So I'm going to skip that one. And we'll do Thistle Wing. Thistle Wing's thing is to read a Scottish Highlander romance. Gee, I wonder what I could pick. Alright, so for the final book, for the TBR of March, I chose Voyager. for Thistle Hall for Scottish Highlander romance. So yeah, that is pretty much it. You'll have seen everything else on the wrap-up, which I technically haven't recorded yet, but I will be doing so later. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Why are you all disappearing? There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to come back for more, and I will see you guys next time.